Okay, we are live. Go ahead,
Hi,
ma'am. I'm going to let you take
everybody.
over.
Yes, so I'm going to try as best as I can here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new time, new day of the Ready, Set, Grow show. We are back, Deb and Hillary. We are back. Yes, we took a little break. Life happened,
It
but
does, doesn't it?
it does. It does. But we are back in a very important time for you and your business. And you're probably thinking, well, it's the holiday season. Shouldn't we be like putting the brakes on now? It's the end of the year. Let's just chill. No. We are here with a very important question. What are you selling? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, what is your focus for the next 6 weeks, next 8 weeks? What's your focus? What are you selling? Right? And I hope, Deb, am I coming in okay? Or am I still choppy?
You're blurry, but yeah, and you're chopping, but hopefully everybody out there that's watching, yes, this is a whole new different time for us. Hopefully they're able to catch what you are saying. So it's like a little lag time is what it is, I think.
Okay. All right.
So we'll
Yes.
just do the best we can.
Yes.
And, we don't have a whole lot of things we can do. We can't go abracadabra and make the technology work. So we'll
Mhm.
just do the best we can.
Yeah. Doing the best. All right. So today we're talking about what you should be selling. And both Deb and I have experiences in this. For me, I think when we were talking about it for me a lot longer in realizing that I wasn't in my business. All right. And one of the things that we talk about with entrepreneurs is that any business that you're in, whether you're a solopreneur, whether you're a business owner, whether you sell cloth, whether you are a dentist, whatever, you're selling something. All right. And us digital marketers, we get online and we start learning. And we're learning and we're learning.
Yeah.
And we learn for forever. And it's interesting because between when we talked about this, I was thinking to myself that all learning has an end in most other professions. Now, it's not that it has an end. You keep learning and you keep developing yourself.
Right.
But medical school has an end. When you do your degree, it has an end. Nursing school has an end. And it's not that you're not learning as you're working, but at some point in time, you get out there and you start to work. At some point in time, you get out there and you start to sell something, whether it's your knowledge, your services, whatever. Us,
Exactly.
us digital marketers, we kind of get stuck in a rut of learning and never sell anything.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? In my case, I needed to do a lot of learning, but I'm like, right now, I told a mentor, I said, and I told Hillary this too. Hillary's one of my mentors. I just love her. She just guides me. I have so much in here. I can't put any more in. I got to get it out so I can put more in. And so that's kind of what happens. So we're going to talk a little bit about, getting that out.
Getting
So,
it out. Yes. So one of the things, and we don't want you to be trapped in that learning loop. And why we said, why in the beginning there I mentioned, we're coming down to the holiday season and you should be thinking about what you're selling. Because at some point in time, you need to figure out if you are selling a service or if
mhm.
you're selling somebody else's product. Even if you're doing that, you're starting to think about why you're in business. At the end of the day, you're not you're not in business because it's a nice thing to do or it's the easy way out
Yeah,
or
yeah,
it's a charitable organization. No, you're in business to earn profit. And the only way
right,
you're going to earn
exactly.
anything Exactly. The only way you will earn anything is if you sell something.
And, how unfair for any of us to keep the knowledge that we have learned to ourselves. Life was not supposed to be that way, and it's not that way. And like I say, I was taking on a new project, and as I was starting to learn it, I'm like, I just can't do this. I've got so much in here. I got to start getting it out to you guys, getting it out to my target audience, my people who will be following me. And I just said, I can't put any more in before I get some out. And so we get stuck in a rut that just, learning's easy.
Mhm.
We don't have to really do anything except sit and just learn.
And just
Learning is fun. Exactly. Learning is fun. I think learning is fun. I always loved school, and I've loved learning the technology and just everything about my business. But now there's people out there that are waiting for me to help them. They are probably having, well, not probably, they're having struggles like I did. I walked the walk. And so, how unfair of me to keep that to myself. That's not the way life is supposed to be.
Yes.
So,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
So, one of the things that I remember, and sometimes even just the learning, but when we were preparing to prepare to get there, that cycle, we get stuck in that cycle as well. And a lot of the things that we start to do, right? So we're talking about you need to get into action, but your business at the end of the day, you've got to sell something. But we do things like we build our website, we create content like what we're doing right now, we create blog posts, we do social media, and then somehow we just stop. Like we can't sell,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's that step like, oh, I'm going to fall off the cliff if I do that step. I can't do that step. No, no.
Yeah.
And again, how unfair of us to hold back.
To hold back. Yeah. And it's really you can't keep that all in. And a lot of people during this holiday season, you're gonna see a lot of people selling, and you're going to see a lot of people consuming knowledge, consuming information, and doing a lot of what I call busy work during the holiday season.
Mhm.
And what I think both Deb and I are coming to you with today is we want to challenge you, just like we did in August. I think it was August, September, when we kind of helped you lay out 6 strategies for getting your Christmas sales in. And we
Yep.
did that back in August, right? Not because we knew we were going to take a hiatus, but because we knew that's when you needed to get started,
Right.
right? And now we're kind of looking at it like you should already have your sales pages and your websites done. You should already know what you're going to sell, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't sell other people's products, because enter network marketing, enter affiliate marketing. All these are great things. But when we talk about, always put in the back of your mind, what are you selling? Think about those 2 prongs. Are you selling your products and your services, or are you selling somebody else's products and services? And at the end of the day, when you ask yourself that question, then you know whose business you're building. All right.
Yep. And the thing is, it's okay to sell somebody else's products. That's an extra stream of income for you. But we have that knowledge that again is unfair of us to keep it to ourselves. We didn't learn to keep it to ourselves. We have to get it out. Like I said, my head feels so full. I could not learn this new thing that I had to put it on the back burner. I have to get my stuff out to whomever needs it. And whoever does need it will poke their head up and say, oh my gosh, Hillary and Deb, they're on, I never saw them on at this time before. You're right. We had to switch times. You know how life does. We got to roll with the punches. And so they're going to say, oh my gosh, I like what Hillary is saying. I like what Deb is saying. We each have our own, you may have heard several different names, avatar, audience, targeted audience. We each have people that are going to resonate with us. And maybe there'll be like one or two people that would resonate with both of us. But we've got things that we have to get out. We have knowledge that we have to help others with. That's just not fair if we don't help others. So that's what we're about. A little bit different time, but
definitely. And we're here to help you figure out what is it that you want to sell, right? So if that is something that you and you've been hearing Deb say something very important, knowledge. We are in the digital age, and one of the easiest things that you could sell is your knowledge.
right.
Universities do it, coaches do it, doctors do it, because the funny thing about it, like, there's a good friend of mine, she's a doctor, and she always says that, I don't charge you what I charge you because of how long it takes me to give you the answer. I charge you because of how long it took me to learn the answer.
Yeah.
All right. And when we sit down and think about that, all professions, your whatever your value is, and in your own profession, in your own business, you can peg your own value based on how long it's taken you to learn that knowledge that you are now going to be sharing with someone else. All right. And that's important for you to understand. And that's what we're talking about when we say, what are you selling? Right? Now, in business, as Deb said, you could sell other people's stuff. Right? You can sell other people's stuff, whether it's affiliate marketing, network marketing. You can sell other people's services, right? You could refer people other people's services. You could sell your own service. That is something that you would give. And then you could sell your knowledge, what's between the ears.
Exactly. You learned it for a reason. Yes, to make you smarter, to move you forward, especially if you're an entrepreneur. But there's other people that need that knowledge too, and maybe they can't pay quite the prices that Hillary and I paid. Doctors pay, college professors, whatever. So we have to, yes, we can share. I mean, we can, what do I want to say? Expect payment for what we're giving. We are giving a service. We are giving our knowledge that we worked hard for. And so, but it's okay. But I have to tell you, when I first started thinking about this a few years ago, it's like, I couldn't do that. That's, how fair is that? Well, how fair is it to get charged at the doctor's office? How fair is it to get charged for, I don't know, I can't even think of anything right now. It is fair. You worked hard to learn that knowledge and you want to pass it on, but it wasn't free to you. So it's okay to charge somebody else to teach them what you know, to help them.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. That is one of the hurdles that I think a lot of people go through, is feeling confident enough to put a price tag on their knowledge, right? I think for most people, Deb, you myself, and included, we've been through the traditional path. You get your education, and a value has already been put on your education. There was a value put on my degree before I even finished my degree.
Exactly.
And therefore, that put a value on what you think you're capable of doing, right? That was set long ago before you even entered university. But when you're in your own business, you call your price, you value yourself, and I think a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with that
Yeah.
because they're coming from a place where the value, their worth was given a value long ago. And they struggle with coming to that. This is my price. This is what I'm going to charge, and that's it.
Exactly. And it's kind of, it's humbling.
Mhm.
Um, and it's scary because
Very scary.
the little voice in our head says, "Oh, you can't do that. You don't know enough yet. You got to learn more before you can even think about that." But it's scary to think that no, we do have that knowledge. You have that knowledge, and you need to pay it forward.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I guess maybe that was kind of a play on words there. Pay it forward as far as giving the knowledge to someone else, but they need to pay you for it because you had to pay for that knowledge. So
Exactly.
I know I struggled with that for a while. Like, oh, I can't. Well, then why are you in business?
Business.
What is the deal? So
It comes. Yep. It comes full circle. Why are you in business? All right. And when you think about business, in back in, I think about business owners. They never came and knocked on your door, like, when they never came and knocking on your door and said, "Hi, I have something to sell," and there's nothing with them. It's like, okay, what are you selling, right? They always had something to sell, business owners or entrepreneurs. They always carry their goods. Well, in our digital world, we create our goods on the internet and and all of those fine things. So, but you still have to carry your goods, so to speak, so that other people know what you're in business, what you're doing, what you're selling, and what's the value of it, right? So I
exactly.
hope that has laid a foundation, and the holiday season is fast approaching,
It
right?
surely is.
So if you have not watched our 6 strategies, all right, 6 strategies to boosting your Christmas sales, you gotta go back and watch it. It's on both our channels, both our YouTube channels, on Deb's Facebook, and also you could find it on our blogs. All right, so we will drop the links to that blog post so that you could
Yes.
get an idea, because you still have time. Even if you start now, one of the crunches, right? And I'm just going to kind of summarize what we did 2 months ago. One of the critical pieces of that actually is getting your marketing content out there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You've got, I would say you've got about maybe 10 days. You got 10 days. All right.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
gonna leave that in there.
Yep. And you still have 10 days. You got plenty of days to write those blogs to get your product. If you're a network marketer and you've got product, or if you are an entrepreneur that you want to be a mentor and a coach
Yeah.
up here, you've got time to get it out there. And now, from now until probably even January, people are looking, people are buying. So why shouldn't you get your knowledge out there in a blog? That's how it starts. People have to know that you're out there. You've got this the offer that you can help them. So, we have to get over ourselves, so to say, when we think, yeah, I can charge for my knowledge. I had to pay for that knowledge, and it's okay.
And it's
So once you get over that hump, then it's okay. So the best place to start is with your blogs.
Exactly. Yes. So if you're not blogging, start blogging today. All right. And next week, we're going to continue this conversation at this new time. It is
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern. All right. 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be on, this is Thursday. Oh my goodness. Yes. Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. You're going to see Deb and Hillary right through the end of the year and
Yep.
into the new year. So have a
Yep.
great night. It's great being back. Deb, it's great being back with you.
Oh, I know. And we kind of apologize, but yet we don't because life happens, and unfortunately it took us away from you for a while, but fortunately we are back and we're here and we're going to be here. New day, new time, and that's okay because we
Yes,
may even pick up some new people to watch us. Who knows?
exactly.
So we're glad that you're here. We're glad to be back with each other.
Yes. All right, guys. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.